Play with Matches is back.
Hi.
Gabrielle has allergies.
I feel like we need to preface this in every video because every time I sniff my nose,
Well, Gabrielle, stop.
Inevitably people
Stop
who
just
assume that we're partying a little too hard at 5 p.m.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know when I'm having lunch, I'm like, I could accompany this with a cup of tea. Or we're going to film after all. Let's get that fun up our nose.
YouTube is a weird place that you can't even like clear your nose without being accused.
Well, and you can't even say, I met Suge Knight. He's nice. They're all, she banged. You're all, Suge Knight? They're all,
he's really my type.
She said he's nice. You're all, Suge Knight? She banged Suge Knight?
People are effing weird.
He would kill her. Do you know how small she is? He'd kill her.
He's a big dude.
He's 300 pounds.
He's a big dude.
Anywho,
Anyways, now that we got that out of the way.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of stuff to talk about in this episode. So, like, even though this one that we did today, nobody's watching it, even though it's really good, this one, we have a bunch of stuff to cover. We're going to do a nice long episode for you guys right now with a bunch of different topics, but we're going to talk about this Jay-Z ruling in the case with Diddy because the judge absolutely eviscerated Jay-Z and his side. So take a look at that. We're also going to get a look at this little number right here. What just happened?
It's gone.
What the hot shots. There we go.
Oh.
Hot shots of the celebrities. So we're going to get
Kylie.
Yeah. Hey, let's see whose bodies
Kendall.
are looking cool and whose bodies are looking
Is that Kim?
stupid. Yeah, that's Kim. Obviously, I would say Kendall. Actually, let's hide us. Just at first glance, Kendall all day.
I mean, she just has the best photo.
That's fair.
Like Kim's is all dark.
Oh, I mean, Kim's in third place out of those three for sure.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I can't tell from these photos. I need to see the other ones.
We'll get more into the weeds on that later on.
It's a really serious topic that we need to dive into.
Yeah. Now, since we discussed this earlier, I actually am just going to make us a little bit smaller overall so that you guys can actually read these.
You.
I know. Well, I'll make us pick again. But you guys remember the Blake Lively story with the guy that's,
The producer
the
guy.
PR, campaign against her, and then she sued. So
He said she's the worst, and she said that he essayed her.
Yep. I mean, I don't know about essay. I think it was harassed.
Harass.
Yeah. But nonetheless, there was a Netflix comedy special filmed prior to that story coming out, and the comedian called Blake a C word that rhymes with bunt. And now, because Blake Lively filed this lawsuit,
she's now me too.
She is backtracking hard. She's all, I didn't know. It's like, this is like the perfect story to demonstrate two things. That A, Blake Lively probably is a bunt. And also, if you file a lawsuit like that, you can wash away all your sins. They're like, and like everybody just takes it in Hollywood. They're all, I am so sorry.
She is so strong and brave.
She is so sorry. I mean, I do think this guy's a scum, obviously.
For sure.
Still funny though.
But you can be a C word and
also
sexually harass.
But you can also
the two things can be true at the same time.
She could be a bunt and he could be the sorriest creep in the history of the world.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember these two guys, the Property Brothers?
I used to watch their show all the time.
Yeah, real estate twins.
What did they do?
And you see these real estate twins accused of.
Yeah, it's not them.
I know it's not.
Don't say that then.
I
like the Property Brothers.
I know. This is what I was going to say, though. To anyone who doesn't watch them very close, it says this like real estate brothers, like prominent real estate twins.
Yeah.
And like, how many people assume that it's these guys?
I didn't.
I did when I looked at it. I'm like, whoa, I used to watch those guys' show.
No, you used to watch me watching their show.
That's fair.
Why you didn't know, because if you actually watched the show, you would have known that wasn't them.
I would have known it wasn't them.
I like those two.
Because they're not twins who have black hair, brown eyes, or because you were like, they would never do that.
They look totally different.
I mean, they look different than than their mugshot. Everybody looks worse in their mugshot.
Not the same.
All right, fine. I don't know if you saw this, but look at this picture, like of these two guys. You know, the predators we talked about yesterday. These guys are demons. Yeah. Like, look in the guy on the left's eyes. Pure psychopath.
Yes.
And the guy on the right has a dead soul. Like, he's just not.
Right.
He's not. There's no one home. Anyway, it's neither here nor
he
there.
just follows along because
He probably had it done to him or
that's
something.
exactly what I was thinking.
And the one on the left is like, I love hurting things. He's probably
a psychopath.
He's been strangling birds since he
Yeah.
was 4. He's like the quintessential, I hurt things and it makes me happy.
Psychopath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's scary looking, dude.
He is scary.
Especially given that the way that they presented themselves was like this is just so wild. We're not going to talk about this case again, but I can't stress enough how bananas it is like that. Okay, hey, I have an idea. Why don't you throw 150 ads at me and that'll make me really likely to buy stuff. God, it's so annoying when they
really
do that.
is.
It's like, okay, so hello world. This is us. And look, it says love my family on that shirt.
Yeah.
Love my family. And then it's like, and here's the real me. How insane is that? They are true evil, like genuine evil.
I can't think about the story too much.
I know. We started talking about that yesterday and you kind of couldn't listen to it before we even got to like the actual gnarly details of that case, which I was like, when I looked at it later, I was like, man, thank God she didn't hear this part. So you want me to tell you about it right now and break your brain? I'm just kidding.
I was saying in the comments on your other video, I typically don't wish pain and suffering on people, but there were several people in the comments who said like they'll get what's coming once they get to prison, jail. Still don't know the difference. If someone wants to tell me the difference, apparently there is one. But you were saying that they're probably going to be in protective custody.
Well, I talked to Dubs about that today on my stream. We had a great stream today, by the way. He's awesome. Him and me have great we can do content together.
Good combos.
Really excellent. But
what did he say?
He said that if they were in California, there's nowhere they could hide unless they got death row. He said on death row they would be in real protective custody. He said, but even on a PC yard, they would get victimized and extorted every single day, no matter what.
And that's what I was saying in the comments. I genuinely do not wish pain and suffering on people, but I hope that those men get exactly what's coming to them.
So what I said in my video yesterday is when I thought about
maybe they do deserve 100 years of that.
The worst possible thing, which was in my opinion burying them alive, I was like, that would be awesome. But I thought about it and I'm like,
I want them buried alive and then recovered right when they're about to lose oxygen and then buried again.
So I hear what you're saying. Like that's like kind of like where I was going, or like slow, painful. And the more I thought about it, I'm like, that actually makes me feel dirty because it's like such a dramatic way to do it that it gives them this significance. I just want to put them in the ground like they don't even exist. Like you are wiped away. Like
pain and suffering.
Man, you are cold ass bee, and I like it. Well, so anyway, what Dub was saying was that they were going to get extorted and used there every day in prison. So I was thinking, I'm like, that I can deal with. Like, put them in jail and let them be the victims of exactly what they put these kids through every day.
Maybe they do deserve 100 years of that.
Yeah. Just like have them put just exactly what you did right back at you, dude. You know, 5-year-old, 3-year-old. Anyway. All right. So let's talk about the Jay-Z thing, because this is obviously the number one case that I can clickbait and get people to click on, even though it doesn't matter. Our analytics are really good anyway, but all the stories are good. But, we'll talk about this real quick.
Jay-Z and Diddy, always top of the charts.
Dude. Hey, Diddy is not a friend you want to have right now. It's like everybody's running. You
don't want to have been seen with Diddy.
Yeah.
Ever.
You certainly don't want to be considered one of his best friends and fellow billionaire club. Like, you know what I mean? So bottom line, I'll just summarize this super fast. Basically, the Jay-Z's attorney filed a motion to dismiss the case due to all of the mistakes that woman made telling her story on NBC, where
it gets worse and worse.
The inconsistencies are she said she went to the Video Music Awards and watched it on a Jumbotron. No Jumbotron. B, she said that she went to the Diddy after party, which was at some house she described. That house doesn't exist. She said that the Madden brothers were not there. Described a specific tattoo that Benji Madden had on his arm that they discussed. He doesn't have that tattoo. And also the biggest dagger in her story is she had her dad come pick her up, and they lived in Rochester, 5 hours there, 5 hours back. And her dad was like, I had no idea this is going on, and I do not remember that.
I think a 10-hour round trip
to pick up my 13-year-old daughter from Manhattan.
Yeah.
So what is this case based on exactly? So anyway, Spiro, who is Jay-Z's attorney, filed a motion to dismiss, and he was very hyperbolic in his language for how he wanted to have it dismissed, and he just ripped.
He's hyperbolic in general.
He is, and the way he writes these motions is very much that way, and it cost him big here. Unless
Judge wasn't feeling it.
Dude, that's what I was going to say. So I'm going to read to you what the ruling was. They
I
also
want to see the judge.
Let's look her up. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So here's the other thing too: is they asked to have it dismissed, they asked to have Busby sanctioned, and they asked to have the accuser unmasked.
What does sanctioned mean?
It's like it's some kind of demerit
and a penalty.
Yeah, and I would imagine you have to pay a fine. You know, get too many of them, something happens. I don't really know. It's called a Rule 11 violation. Okay. But let's actually. I want to look this.
Torres.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna Google her and put her up while we read her quote, because I mean she was just absolute.
She's scary.
Oh wow.
She's scary.
Wow. Okay. So this is her. Mm-hmm. Man, I wish there was a way.
Why is it in Arabic?
I don't know, but this is a great picture of her soul.
It is.
You know?
She don't play.
So here is what she said about it, right? So she said, wait, where did this go? She admonished him. Why don't they have the
full quote?
The full quote.
Right there.
No, this is a bad article. Like there's one that has her exact quotes like back to back, which I think is this one right here. Yeah. Okay. So this is her quote. Carter's lawyers' relentless filing of combative motions containing inflammatory language and ad hominem attacks is inappropriate, a waste of judicial resources, and a tactic unlikely to benefit his client. The court will not fast track the judicial process merely because counsel demands it.
Ooh.
And here's an ad
we
for
don't know which one's yes and which one's no.
Something really important. But she said that. So that's her saying, go F yourself, guy.
Stop wasting my time.
Yep. And then she said, since Carter's attorney first appeared in this case 17 days ago, he has submitted a litany of letters and motions attempting to impugn the character of the plaintiff's attorney, many of them expounding on purported urgency of this case. Although Carter's attorney assails plaintiff's lawyer as having a chronic inability to follow the rules, Carter's counsel has failed to abide by this court's clear rules.
She says, knock it off, buddy.
Yeah. And then she said in her decision to grant Jane Doe's motion to proceed in anonymity, she said, the weight of the factors tips in favor of allowing plaintiff to remain anonymous, at least for this stage of the litigation, because the balance of these factors will certainly shift as the case proceeds, especially if and when the parties engage in discovery in earnest. The court intends to revisit this decision at a future date.
So I know that at the time 13-year-old has remained anonymous. Didn't she do an interview though? Anonymous interview. Mm-hmm. Was it video or was it just?
It's on video, but she's like blacked out. You know.
What is her voice changed?
Yeah. Didn't we cover it on this channel? Well, what better way than to just look at it again? So this is the interview. It's only like 2 minutes long. So
okay.
Raping her when she was 13 years old. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
What made you want to come forward? Because I think that I've been quiet long enough.
She says.
Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, bottom line, they got ripped. And honestly, they got humiliated, if we're being honest. You know, like this is one of those cases with both Busby and Spiro who are super, super heavy into using the media, you know? So they're kind of fighting this public battle.
Yeah.
You know, with Jay-Z is like, this is like shark against shark, lawyer against lawyer on the national stage. Busby thinks he's the man. I'm the man. But like Busby's all, this Spiro guy thinks he runs New York. This country's mine. And then, you know, Busby gets kind of kicked in the balls a couple times. And then this ruling is like, how you like my pee-pee in your mouth, Mr. Spiro.
Oh, wow.
I'm just saying. I don't think he would sing like that either. I think he would just like ice cold, like smoke a cigar and slowly blow it out, just looking at him in the eyes. He's all,
That's the move.
that hurts. Hey, that hurts. Seems like the judge doesn't like you, man. I wonder if
What'd
it's
you do to her?
one of us has pull and the other one's an asshole. Anyway, so that's that story. And now I know on bated breath, everyone has been like, can
This
you
is the story you've
skip
all been waiting for.
to the part where we look at
At the hot
Kylie
girls.
Jenner half naked? It's like, all right, fine.
I like that suit.
Well, let's get it for you.
I know you're always against one pieces, but like that's cute, right?
It's cute. Her boobs don't look plastic though. That's the problem. They look like absolutely 100% real. Babe, does it make you feel good that your boobs look tremendously more real and better than Kylie Jenner's?
Totes. Makes me feel so good.
I mean, you know what I mean? Oh, another shot of her. You know, this is all I'm going to say about Kylie Jenner's bodice is I don't really understand what they did with her hips because like
They did it with all of them.
but like their hips. It's like it seems like they like extended her hip bones or something. You know, like or like shrunk their waist or something like surgical. I don't know. Like your waist is absolutely
No,
tiny.
I think they have like it's like a BBL, like or like acid.
So it's just their
plants or
ass is
something.
like kind of wrapped around.
Yeah,
That must feel weird
it's
to
like
have
building
something.
up that muscle, like right there.
Huh. That makes sense. I
I
wonder
mean,
what
I
it's
don't think in their case it's muscle, but
I wonder if
yeah.
that thing gets in the way of smashing it from the back.
Well, like where's that one video? Was it Cardi B or something? There's like one video of some famous chick who like had a BBL and it just like moves all wrong.
But no, not BBL. Ass implants.
Or implants.
Yeah, the implants.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like when you look, you're like, that just looks
It
prosthetic.
yeah.
There's a one of Nicki Minaj.
There it
Of Nicki
is.
Minaj where she's wearing those like
Yeah.
those jean shorts and it's hanging out and you're like,
It's like in the wrong place and it doesn't. Yeah.
it seems like you would have to have an absolutely enormous cack to be able to even find it. You know, like it's like you
Yeah.
gotta, it's like, it seems like it would get in the way.
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I have never had sex with a girl with ass implants, so I don't really, know. Is this Khloe Kardashian?
Yeah, she's so tiny.
I mean, she literally looks like a different person.
Yeah. She
That is bizarre. Kim is looking like she's all, you know that I give BJs with two hands. And I'm like, yes, I do know that. I absolutely do know that, Kim. Thank you for showing the world. And thank you, Kris Kardashian, for...
Thank you, Kris Kardashian, for showing the world.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, dude, Kim's thick for me, but, she's Kim Kardashian, her boobs look a lot better than...
She looks great.
Her
in that
boobs look
photo.
much more squishy. I mean, you want your boobs to be squish. I definitely like the fact that Kendall does not have fake boobs and do not think she should ever get them.
Agreed.
It's like there's a certain kind of body that this looks exactly right on. Another person we know really well who had this got them all wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, not all wrong, but just like she's better before
Yes.
because she had this exact kind of body. You know who I'm talking about?
I will when you say it. Like, I know who you're talking about.
I'm not going to say anything
Yeah.
about it 'cause I don't want, but like Courtney looks thick, but she's nice and she's very, very small. She's a tiny little person.
Get the pigs. I want to go.
And that's good. Oh, all of these are Kardashians?
Yes.
Every single one? Oh, all right. Well, there's Kim's ass looking actually
is-
very nice with
Look
the fake
how
ass.
tiny Chloe is. It's crazy.
I mean, like, she looks fucking good, dude.
She does look good.
She is just shooting that Ozempic straight into her bloodstream.
It's gotta be.
Yeah. Kim is looking like a porn star.
It's all right. Some nights you just want to look like that. No judgment.
Wow, I just had a thought that if I would have said that out loud, people would have been like, bro. She looks
love
fine
this
right
outfit.
there. Her boobs look huge. Is she?
Nursing a kid again?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh my God.
She looks great.
Oh, I know. That was my point. I am aware. Chloe, I feel like personality, like her and I would be really good friends.
Yeah.
Like we would be really good friends. I would find her 0% attractive. Like, like I would not, like, no matter what. If I was dead single, knew them really well, no matter how good she looked, she would like not do it for me because from a personality perspective for some reason.
She's the funniest by a mile.
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I would be like friends with her and I would think she's
Yeah.
hilarious. Oh my God.
But like she's the only one with like a natural body. Like that's like all her.
Bruh.
That's why it's so like that's why she looks so good.
That's what you look like.
Well, thank you.
That's why I take so many pictures of it. It's so fun. I mean, that's obscene.
Yeah.
She is a fucking smoke. Why don't you wear a suit like that? I'm just kidding. Don't.
I have 3 kids
I
on
know.
our
It's a
trip,
joke.
so we go on.
Be a bad look.
Yeah.
Kylie, I think she does this look at the camera. She's like, I'm a whore, but she's like not really a whore.
She just likes what her face looks like when she holds it like that.
Yeah. Like she dates famous dudes, but like, you know, like Kim is kind of a whore, you know? Like just straight up. And I'm not talking about because of the tape or anything, but like when she started banging Pete Davidson, she basically threw it. Like the story was like, she went on Saturday Night Live, thought he was cute, and basically was like, let's smash.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's how it went down.
That's hoe shit, dude. But also she probably heard that he's hung like a fucking donkey. And she was like, I want to see what that feels like in my two-handed approach.
Oh my God.
That's Kim right there, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, she is kind of a whore, right? Am I making that up?
I mean, there are stories to support that statement.
I don't feel like I would call any of the other Kardashians that word.
Like her mom voluntarily released a sex tape of her.
Yeah.
Like,
And like Kourtney's definitely not. Like Kourtney is like, if I have sex with a guy, I want to marry them and have 5 of their babies. You're all just relax, Kourtney. Just scale it back, okay? And then like Khloe is like, if I like a guy, I will nurse him back to health when he smokes crack 10,000 times.
Yeah.
Or if they
and
cheat
then when
on
he
me,
cheats on me,
the day I'm having birth with our child.
Yeah.
He is, I mean,
the worst.
she's got bad taste, man.
Yeah.
And then Kim is just like, are you black? Are you an athlete or a rap star of some kind? If you're white, do you have a double-sized dong? And then Kylie is like, I am kind of secret about what I do, but I did date Blake Griffin, who is rich as fuck, athletic, tall, and probably hung like a donkey.
Kylie
also,
or Kendall?
Kendall, I meant.
Yeah.
And Kylie is like, are you a black rap star?
Exactly.
If you're not, or the Dune guy.
Oh yeah.
She likes little dudes.
I forgot
You know
about
what?
the Dune
Kylie
guy.
likes little dudes. I didn't even think about that. All her dudes are little. Tyga, little.
Okay.
The Dune guy, little. Travis Scott, little. So she likes little, rich, edgy guys.
Okay. Like a Napoleon complex, guys.
No, I
What
think
is
no.
happening
All
here?
3 of those guys are actually really confident small guys. Like they're not Napoleon complex guys.
Okay. What is happening here?
She's like, I could be a whore too.
She looks like a flamingo.
That's a weird
It's
outfit.
not cute.
It's hard to look good in that pose right there, and she does.
This pose?
Like to just sit Indian style and
I don't know. I think it's a good pose.
Which of them do you think is the most fun to have sex with?
I don't know.
I need you to speculate.
I don't know.
Probably
Why
that.
are we
probably
standing like
probably
that?
that one.
She's like a bump on a log. What's happening?
I don't know. That is a weird pose.
It's very.
She's all. Did someone say who's the best in bed? Because here's how I'm standing. Like here's my.
I would like to nominate myself with this pose.
Exactly, dude. She's all. Do you see any of the other Kardashians being able to stand like this? On a log. She's actually on a log. You said she's a bump on a log. I didn't even realize she was actually standing on a log. Who took that picture?
I don't know.
And then
And then
Khloe,
Khloe.
she's all, I am hot too. You're all, you are.
Uh-huh. She is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know what it is about her that it would not, like, okay, what's the right way to put this?
I don't know.
Energy obviously is very important. When
Yes.
we hooked it, it's like our energy connected instantly, where it was like, oh, this is going to work. This going to work. Her energy, I guarantee, is this like, there's like a desperation to her when you hook up with her almost. Like where, not like desperation in the way, but like she throws too much energy at the guy to where it's like, all right, like just
Maybe.
scale it back a little bit, Khloe.
Maybe.
Believe me, I could tell.
You know.
I can tell. Kylie, I bet, is a little bit
Next
despondent and disconnected. Kim is just like, I fucking love having sex. I love it so much. I love everything about it.
It's true. It's not cute. I don't like that.
No, me neither.
Bodysuit thing.
Courtney is like, I'm confused. Why do we always have to?
Her shirt? Is that Biggie?
No, yeah, or MC Hammer. Ooh, she looks good right there. It's like, what is it about her that looks good? You're all, could it be the like industrial strength Spanx that are like?
That's a like actual corset.
Yeah, that looks uncomfortable to wear.
It does.
But she looking cool. See, this is what I'm saying about the hips. Look at. Like her legs, it looks like someone, instead they normally attach like this, someone
Maybe
went.
they like removed some ribs.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not impossible.
I mean, that seems
Do you know
painful
that my
and nuts.
anatomy is so weird? Like my floating rib comes so far around.
Is that why your waist is so small?
No, it's like the opposite.
Your waist, the opposite of
I
small?
mean, my waist is small, but like my rib cage is like wider at the bottom.
Which makes your waist appear smaller.
Maybe.
We all can tell is that the very first time that I ever had a nice view of Gabrielle from behind in a compromised position, I literally stopped and like, Jesus, you have the smallest waist ever. I'm a big fan of this.
I remember you saying that.
You do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty hot.
That's a cute photo.
You are objectively prettier than her. I will say that right now and never take it back, although you're prettier than everybody. But she looks
They're beautiful.
Nice.
We don't need to go that far.
I'm your husband and I am going that far.
Suit.
Yeah, it's cool. I think Christina would look good in that suit.
Yeah.
That's a Christina suit. That's a Gabrielle outfit right there on vacation. You would wear exactly that. I
was just thinking, how do I get that? But then you think like crochet, I don't think that would work well in the water. That's like a strictly out of the water outfit.
No, yeah. It's like a nighttime outfit. Yeah. I think you have that outfit, honestly.
Probably. That's a me outfit.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Dude, we should try to find that thing. Mm-hmm. What's up with her hair in this picture?
She's got a lot of it.
Yeah. Oh. You bad little girl, Kylie. They're all now for this one. We want you buck naked with the high heels that you left on while your rapper boyfriend
shoes,
devastated
though.
you.
I feel like the shoes don't go with that shot. They need to be like stilettos. I don't like the chunky heel.
I mean, it's obviously staged and fake anyway, but yes, I mean,
I know. I'm saying if we're gonna stage it
right.
A different pair.
Put
of
her in
shoes.
stripper shoes.
Exactly.
She looks a little thick right there.
What's happening here?
A little thick for my taste there.
Okay.
And there, see, look at that's old. You can tell. Mm-hmm. She's dropped 20 pounds of Ozempic since then.
Seriously.
See,
but these are all from 24.
Kylie looks the most like I look sultry in photos, but this is not real.
She has the most photos by a mile.
Oh my God. Her Instagram is probably
loves
just
to take photos.
Absolutely overloaded.
It's true.
But I actually think I would really get along with her too. I think I would get along with all of them actually.
For sure, yeah.
Like, because they're girls that you can completely joke around and make fun of. Basically, that's like the key indicator of whether I'm going to like people.
That's true.
You know? And it would be actually really funny to like, because they're girls that you actually, as a dude, can make sex jokes too, just as long, but like, and not be creepy, you know?
Yes.
You'd be like, oh, I'm sure that guy didn't want to bang you, you fucking weirdo. Like, they'd be
take
like,
it as a compliment.
They'd be like, cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But generally speaking, in big rooms of girls, I hold my own. Yeah. Girls are easy, dude. Girls are so easy.
You live in a big room of girls.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and it seemed inevitable in hindsight.
It's true.
Well, okay, so speaking of girls that you might get along with and you might not, Blake Lively called a...
Did we not talk about this already? I think we did.
No, we said we were going to talk about it.
Okay.
Remember? There's a big difference between an intro and actually discussing. Because actually, I haven't even seen...
Someone has this mapped out.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Just along for the ride.
I know. Cracking jokes at my expense in many cases.
Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
It's so funny. I don't even catch how funny Gabrielle is until we watch it back afterwards. Like tons of times when we watch it later, I'm like, I laugh out loud at her snide little remark that I completely missed when we were filming.
It's true.
Hannah Berner has responded to the online response to her Netflix roast about Blake Lively, writing in an Instagram story post, "My joke in the Netflix roast was filmed before news of the lawsuit."
I would like to clarify that I called her a C word before I knew there was a lawsuit.
To be 100% clear, I support Blake.
Oh,
XO. You're all, somebody got hounded. Like, that's the thing about these Hollywood people, dude, is like the kinds of people who follow Hollywood celebrities tend towards crybabies on the internet. And so like they do a thing and all of their fans are all, oh my God, do you know that she has been SA'd at work and you're calling her that word? Disgusting. You are canceled. And she's like, to be clear, my joke was just a joke. And now that I know that she was, harassed, I apologize. And a fucking roast. Is it a Netflix? A roast.
Yeah.
I mean.
This is so stupid.
And what's the quote, dude? She said, check the clip. Hannah noted the C word has been trending this year, adding she doesn't think Blake Lively was all that bad. Okay, that's funny. Mm-hmm. So that word gets you demonetized every single time. So I'm going to say bunt. All right. Hannah noted that the word bunt has been trending this year, adding that she doesn't think Blake Lively was all that bad. I mean, that's pretty funny. Mm-hmm. While the audience laughed at the time, it's worth noting that this was filmed earlier this month before Blake sued co-star Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment and alleged he took part in a coordinated effort to destroy her career.
Why is that worth noting?
Well, I know exactly. Like, so you're not allowed to make fun of someone because they have a one side of a story versus another person. Hey, like, what if you called Justin Baldoni a creep and then it's like, and they're all just noting that was before he made it clear that he had creative differences with Blake and that he wanted to be more sensitive to women and the plight of abuse than she did. So I take the joke back. He's amazing. And it's a joke.
It is a joke.
Accusing him of some shocking conduct. I would really love to see those conversations. You know?
Same.
Podcaster takes down Justin Baldoni episode amid Blake. Oh, wow.
Who?
Whoa. And Justin Baldoni's ex-publicist sues. Oh, man, we got developments. This is like, these are new.
His ex-publicist sues his crisis PR team.
They tried to
take me down too.
Wow.
He's going after everybody.
No, the publicist is going after him. So Justin Baldoni's ex-publicist wants it to be known that she was not part of the alleged plot to smear Blake Lively. Yeah, dude. Like that plot, they are destroying everyone's career that was involved in that. A coordinated plot to go after Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife.
Yeah.
And the family, you know how powerful her family is in Hollywood? They've been there for 100 years.
Yeah, I forgot about that. She's like Hollywood royalty.
Yeah. And in fact, she's now suing the women Blake accused, claiming they tried to destroy her reputation too. That's smart, dude. That's really smart. Here's the deal. Stephanie Jones is a big deal celeb publicist. A big deal. Stephanie Jones is a big deal.
Big deal.
If someone calls me a big deal, I will be like, I won. I win. They're all, he's a big deal podcaster. Deal. I'd be like, okay, I would never refer to myself that way. But the fact that you said that, I feel like I might have gotten a little bit taller and better looking in this moment. Is a big deal celeb publicist who reps folks like Tom Brady, Russell Wilson, Venus Williams, and Baldoni. Damn, he had the same publicist as them. That sorry ass. Up until this year, anyway, in the lawsuit she just filed, Jones says her ex-employee Jennifer Abel was assigned to handle Baldoni's publicity, and it was Abel's decision to hire Melissa Nathan, a crisis PR specialist, when the It Ends With Us feud was starting to erupt.
I've seen this Melissa Nathan chick before. Where?
It looks like you would have seen her at some late night party trying to blow your boyfriend. Look at I
know.
She looks like let's make sure we can see. Yeah, the girl on the left, you guys.
Yeah.
She's all, we're just friends, okay? Like, we're just friends. Why don't you stop being so jealous? Wink, wink behind your back. She's a whore. Just kidding, Melissa. I don't know you.
Don't come at us.
Don't sue me. I was just saying that you look like a whore. Now in the new docs obtained by TMZ, Stephanie says Jennifer and Melissa's real goal was tearing down Jones' reputation to take her clients and enrich themselves upon Abel's planned departure from Jones' PR firm.
Oh,
wow! It's just a place of backstabbing and no loyalty and trash. Okay, so the text messages between the women, one of which shows Melissa telling Jennifer, I know, and once you are gone, we will be on accounts together and make really good money and be happy. Wait, what? Her lawsuit includes one of which shows Melissa telling Jennifer. Okay, so here's Melissa and Jennifer. So who's suing? So which is the ex-publicist? Okay, so what's her name, though? Stephanie Jones. Okay, so she's neither of these girls. Okay, got it. She's the one suing these two. Look at these two snaky ass hoes.
Yeah.
Now that I know, like, these are the two snakes.
They're her clients.
I didn't even, literally, when I was talking about the one on the left, I didn't even connect what the nature of this case was. I just looked at her. I'm like, that's a snaky bitch that would try to fuck your boyfriend. And now, in hindsight, with what and then the one on the right, that girl would backstab her sister in 1 second.
Yeah.
In 1 second, dude. What? You're overreacting. And then gaslight the shit out of her forever. These two girls are gutter trash.
Appears that way.
I mean, do you think my read is wrong? Do you what instincts do these pictures give you?
No, they're shady bees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the one on the right, I don't know, is so unappealing that I can't even kind of imagine her with a dude, but she's definitely a backstabber. And this one over here is just a devious girl.
I look at like that's the only photo that they had of her.
Oh, that's probably on purpose. That means TMZ hates her.
Yeah.
Right? Like let's see. Because if there are a bunch of pictures of her, then they did that on purpose. Melissa, what was her name?
Nathan.
Melissa Nathan PR. All right, so let's see. Okay, there's no way that's her. Right?
No.
Here you go. Hey.
That's her?
They're like, we could have used this photo.
Is that her?
Yeah. I mean, I think so.
I don't know.
Let's see.
She looks totally different in the other one.
Let's see. Nope.
Yeah, didn't think so.
Yeah, that's not her.
So
that's the first time I've been on LinkedIn in 100 years.
Just not a lot of photos of this person.
Melissa Nathan, because she is a
there's the same photo again.
Yeah, she's a crisis manager, so she probably wants to be all like secret down low. That's crazy. That's the only one that they could get is just that picture. And where'd they even get it? It's probably like on someone else's social media.
Yeah.
And she's like, damn it, they got me. Honestly, if you really think about it, that makes me think she's probably actually really good at her job.
I was having I thought
because she knows there is no upside in your photograph being out, and her name is Melissa Nathan. That's probably not her real name either. She probably changed her name to something super generic. It's like the same thing that like OnlyFans girls
Ashley
do.
Smith, yeah.
You know, like they change their name to something whatever, and then they change their handle so that it's like hard to type that plus leaked. Not that I've ever done that, and not that I'm talking. It sounds like I'm talking about something I do all the time. But at least it's for research purposes, you guys.
Always for research.
Well, I mean, it is sometimes research. It's like, I wonder what she looks like in her
something.
OnlyFans. Yeah. It's like, honestly, the way that actually generally goes is like, there'll be like a short and it'll be like a funny skit on YouTube that's just pure comedy. Absolutely no indication that it's OnlyFans except it's funny. But I'm like, okay, that girl's really hot and she's wearing like a midriff showing thing. I wonder if this is a clever OnlyFans thing. So then I'll look and go to their Instagram and it is. And I'm like, damn, that's clever. Now I wonder what she looks like naked. And then you look, That's basically the like chain of events.
I totally understand.
And none of them look as good as you. It's true. So there's that. All right. So the other stories that I wanted to cover are this one. Oh man, I saved this for last. So this is a woke story. Now we can't lead with these apparently because YouTube does not like us to talk about woke stories for some reason. They don't suggest it because we had, like I said, on our video that we posted earlier, we had like a 13 or 14% click through, which is very good. I mean, not our best, but good. And almost an 11-minute watch time. And it has by far our lowest view. Well, not by far, but like it's our 10th out of 10.
Huh.
So, but I do love talking about hilarious woke shit, though, so this is a good one. Now, as we've discussed many times, Disney is transitioning away from going woke because they like money and don't like losing so much on every single project.
They're a business.
Yeah, and so ex-Pixar staffers decry win or lose trans storyline being scrapped. Quote, can't tell you how much I cried. Because they got rid of a storyline about a trans person.
Wow.
It's hilarious when you think about it. That's the reason I wanted to talk about it, right? One consultant. God, why is it doing that? I'm just trying to highlight this to show what I'm reading, for God's sake. Unbelievable. Answer it. Live. Now turn her towards the thing.
Yes.
What? Hang on, I'm sorry. You FaceTimed while we're recording to ask if you can have marshmallows? Are you serious?
He wouldn't answer my text.
The answer is
Now
absolutely
you can never
not.
have any more
For
of them.
sure not. You could have if you would have waited. You know better than this, dude. Why do we say not to come in the thing when we're filming?
Yeah, FaceTiming us is no different.
That's
than
not cool,
barging
dude.
in through the door.
So the answer is no. You can revisit this later when you ask correctly. But you're cute, and I love you. Goodbye. So here we go. This is both a story about Disney doing the right thing finally, and about staffers who that. This represents the culture in Hollywood right now, which is absolutely insane. One consultant on the episode says the company is asking someone to play someone they're not by changing a character voiced by a trans actress, Chanel Stewart, to cisgender. Wait. Hey, her problem is
Not even the character.
her problem is that they're asking someone to play someone they're not, as she's supporting a boy who thinks they're a girl. Listen, dude.
But wait, isn't that also what all of acting is?
Yes.
Playing someone that you're not?
No, that's one of these big woke things, though. They're all black, a white, whatever. Like, if it's a marginalized group, it has to be that, or it's just so stupid. So, some of the creatives who helped shape the transgender storyline for the Pixar series Win or Lose are mourning at its loss after the Hollywood Reporter broke the news last week that the character at its center will now be portrayed as cisgender. Oh, shocker. Because of all the success your trans, this has all been doing so well for you guys. Okay, quote, I cannot believe this is doing that. Why is it doing that? I like to highlight,
I know, we get it.
Okay, it hardly surprised me, but it devastated me. Sarah Ligatich, and by the way, I'm going to show you what she looks like in a second. A former Pixar assistant editor who consulted on the episode still tells THR, for a long time, Disney has not been in the business of making great content. They have been in the business of making great profits. Even as far back as 2 years ago, when I was at Pixar, we had a meeting with then CEO Bob Chapek, and they were clear with us that they see animation as a conservative medium. Bullshit 2 years ago.
Wow.
That is a ludicrous lie. Okay, I would love to hear what they said that they're trying to characterize as that, because that's definitely not at all true. Focusing on a middle school co-ed softball team called the Pickles. I'm sure that was by accident.
No sexual innuendo
Oh
there.
my God.
Okay, just stop highlighting.
I can't help it. I always do it. Called the Pickles, with a voice cast including Will Forte as coach. It's an interesting choice, Pickles. How do they always end up doing this in Hollywood?
Maybe they were playing the eggplants.
Yeah. Or the
What?
or the clams. Is scuttling a storyline involving a character named Kai expressing her trans identity. A spokesman for Disney, which acquired the acclaimed animation studio in 2006, said in a statement that many parents would prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timeline.
Whoa.
Oh my God. And I can't even highlight this. Oh, I can't. You can do it backwards. Okay. I'm sorry. This was so hard for everyone to understand. This is super transphobic. Many parents would prefer to discuss certain subjects with their children on their own terms and timeline. It's like, oh, the transphobia. That's insane. This is the current state of America, where you read that, and to anyone sane, which is on our side, it's like, well, yeah, that's reasonable. Why would you try to take that away from a parent? And they're like, I'm devastated.
Yeah.
Because we're the good guys. So THR spoke to multiple former Pixar staffers who expressed their sorrow. Oh my God, I will throw this computer. Expressed their sorrow and dismay at the company having axed this storyline. One also noted the apparent irony of the Disney statement, given that the company's animated films are known for including such adult themes as the death of a parent.
Oh my gosh.
Or substance abuse, Alice in Wonderland, Pinocchio, substance abuse in Alice in Wonderland. Okay, I mean, you are supposed to be on acid when you watch it. I know that. Of particular frustration was the episode having already been completed, meaning that adjusting story elements requires the team to scramble to be ready for the February release. Not to mention that this brings added expense. Oh yeah, because all these consultants are so concerned with expenses, dude. At Disney, they spent $300 million on a single season of a Star Wars show no one is going to watch, dude.
Yeah.
The episode in its final form was so beautiful and beautifully illustrated. Some of the experiences of being trans, and it was literally going to save lives by showing those who feel alone and unloved that there are people out there who understand, says one former Pixar employee who did not work directly on the show, but had seen it and asked to remain anonymous. So lie. Did not see it and is anonymous for that reason. The insiders note that the episode had changed significantly from older footage that had circulated on social media last week and showed the character deliberating over which bathroom to use. So it's just very frustrating that Disney has decided to spend money to not save lives. These people, like, even...
I don't have words.
So look, let me show you what she looks like though. Because I'm not sure, this is not the girl. This is a different one. This is the one whose name is actually on it and she worked on it. She's a nice person. Like, this is, she's a nice person.
Sure.
She, like, in the pictures that I saw here, and like, here's her Instagram. Like, she doesn't look like a mean person. She looks like she's combative, like, and thinks when she's right that she's like, I am protecting people.
She does not look like a nice
look
person.
at her looks. Look at the looks in her eyes, dude.
She's a Looney Tune.
They all have that same look of crazed, crazy town.
That, yes.
Like or at least she thinks of herself as nice.
What is she even
But they
saying?
all look crazy in the way where they're like, I'm a warrior for the downtrodden. You mean you like to fight and you have found a narrative that makes you the virtuous good guy and you'll make ridiculous, dishonest,
I would get along with her zero.
Oh my God. She's also 7 foot, it looks like. They should make a video, like, is she trans? Because
Maybe.
she's a very, very big female.
Statuesque.
Like, I'm pretty sure, Gabrielle, you're about the size of the red-haired girl, height-wise. And I'm probably the size of the dude with the mohawk.
She's tall.
Who are these giants? I wonder if she actually is trans.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, she's actually not looking as nice now that I'm looking at these.
She's not nice.
She looks crazy as fuck.
She looks certifiable.
Yeah. And again, they wield these like talking points around as if they are the ultimate like trump card in any conversation about trans. Save lives. They're going to save lives. You're all shut the fuck up. They're going to lose jobs because no one wants to watch your propaganda horse shit being fed to our children, telling them things we want to have. We want to frame the conversation the way we want to. Like by saying it's a... I'm not sure if you're allowed to say that in YouTube. Pixar's moves of late have spurred debate about the direction of its projects and whether it intends to prioritize diversity. I have an answer for you. No. That is over now because that destroyed their business. After the company laid off 14% of its staff in May, thanks to you guys prioritizing diversity for so long, Pete Docter, the Inside Out director who replaced John Lasseter as chief creative officer in 2018, raised eyebrows with an interview about the company's latest goals. In light of Pixar seeing a few titles underperform in recent years, Docter said that the studio should make the most relatable films possible.
Shocker.
Which was perceived by some as advocating for a shift away from more autobiographical stories centered on underrepresented characters. So, yeah, So shifting away from
Oh
you
my gosh.
narcissistic fucking queer psychos, okay? We're going to go to things where like our audience can relate to it. And guess what? They can't relate to an 11-year-old girl who thinks she's a boy and is struggling. Like, that's not a story that they A, give a shit about, B, can relate to, or C, want their kids watching. So
Just wrong on all fronts.
we're a business.
Exactly.
You could finance your own movie about trans and see how many people fucking watch it. His remarks came in the wake of the 2022 criticism of Chapek's response to Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. Oh my God. Just for anybody who is unclear on what the Don't Say Gay bill was, what it actually said was 1 page long. It was 2 pages at the absolute most. And what it said was, there will be no sexual education in school for children under 7 years old across the board. Didn't say anything about gay. Didn't say anything about any type of sex. It was just any kind of sexual education in school if children are under 7. And what's hilarious, and the reason that they did it was a genius political move, because these stupid fucks walked right into the trap. They made it so short so that anyone who is capable of reading a fortune cookie would be able to read what it actually says and
like,
go,
oh, they were lying.
Disney,
Exaggerating.
you guys, you had a problem with this. What do you want? You want them teaching sex to 5-year-olds? Like, what's wrong with you guys? And you walked right into it, and you're still to this day doing this shit. This was followed later that year by right-wing pundits creating a fervor over a same-gender kiss in Pixar's 2022 Toy Story spinoff, Lightyear. Right. Because why would you put that in there?
Yeah. Why?
Like,
Just why?
No, let me just point something else out. How many times have you had husband and wife kiss in a Pixar movie? Oh, none? Mm-hmm. Oh, never. But you did it with a gay couple.
Exactly.
Like, this is not rocket science. Recently, members of the team, also when you had the interview come out about the story person, my not so secret queer agenda, you're all nice.
Oh, right.
Recently, members of the team behind Disney Channel's animated series Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur made headlines with social media posts noting that the company had decided not to release an episode centering on a recurring transgender character. Wow. It's 100% political, a former Pixar employee who identifies as trans said about the win or lose decision.
Oh my gosh.
He notes that ABC News recently paid $15 million to settle a defamation lawsuit brought by President-elect Donald Trump. Disney just had the settlement with Trump. We saw it recently with Devil, Dinosaur, and Moon episode that was cut. All of us who knew about win or lose and this character were all just clenching. Please don't hit us next. Dude, you're shoving trans characters into this and then calling it political when your entire company is failing across the board, except in movies where you have excluded politics and you're all, it's all political that they're taking them out. You're all, no, they're actually getting politics out of the movies. You advocate psychos. This is amazing. I love this story, dude. Indeed, those with Pixar ties worry that the win or lose change is not an isolated situation in terms of projects pulling back on their messages. Yes, you're right. Disney CEO Bob Iger said in April, the bottom line is that infusing messaging as sort of a number one priority in our films and TV shows is not what we're up to. They need to be entertaining, and where the Disney company can have a positive impact on the world, whether it's, fostering acceptance and understanding of people of all different types, great. Yeah, like that's a deep, deep second priority. And if it impacts the first priority or people buying tickets, no, According to the former Pixar artist, the team behind Hoppers, the 2026 John Hamm-led Pixar film focusing on a human and beaver. Okay, this is actually really funny. They got a note back from the Disney brass that said to walk back the environmentalism. The team struggled a lot to figure out, what do we even do with this note? Because the whole thing is about environmentalism. Uh-huh. Okay, what's funny about that is just that, like, now they're overcorrecting. It's like, it's okay to say that, like, we should focus on protecting the planet,
Yeah,
like,
I think we all agree on that.
That doesn't hurt our children or invade us having very specific sexual conversations with our children. It's like, they're all, what? Geez, we don't want to make the Trumpers angry. You're like,
climate change.
Guys, do you not see the difference between protect the environment and look, it's totally normal for your kid to chop their penis off and get on puberty blockers? You really think those two other things are the same? There's just no nuance. It's just, like, now it's going to overcorrect and it's going to be hilarious because these fucking
that's
obnoxious
what happens
people.
every several years. The pendulum shifts, and we can't just fucking chill in the middle. We have to swing all the way to absurd on both sides. It's crazy.
And when people were mad the whole time at the crazy, they end up supporting things that they wouldn't otherwise because they're just like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Which is going to happen. And it's going to be unfortunate because everybody should just chill.
Yeah.
But I do like this a little bit. I can't lie.
I mean,
they
after
are so
a certain
obnoxious.
amount of time with it being shoved in your face, it feels kind of nice for a little bit. But
Oh my God. Look at, so they were talking about one person who was trans who is no longer with the company. And then look at this. Ligatech, who is trans, recalls feeling
she is
welcome and valued during her 2.5-year Pixar tenure before being laid off.
So that
I'm telling you,
is trans?
this new one, they are.
what, isn't Ligatech who we just looked up?
No.
That's not the. Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh no, it is. Oh, you're right. So she
Yeah.
is trans.
Yeah, you were right.
Well, what gave it away? She's 7 foot. Yeah. Okay. So, but I'm telling you, they are slowly and like underhand, like under the cover of night, weeding out the activists. They're like, get rid of them. Like, we can't. This is their.
I mean, it can't be good to have someone that mentally unstable on staff for a lot of reasons, not just for the political pieces, but I mean, that's like a loose cannon for anything.
But
you know?
for sure. But if you're
PR nightmare.
Absolutely. But when you're trying to shift the ship, it's like these are the kinds of people that sign internal documents
Right.
protesting them taking this stuff out. It's like you pick out the ones who are doing that and you just get rid of them, dude. And you just dump them and you're like, oh yeah, we're laying people off, because your guys' movies keep failing. But in reality, they're like, no more of these.
It'll be good for a lot of reasons to get that person out of there.
Yeah. I can't tell you how much I cried yesterday thinking about that conversation that David had to have with Chanel. Not only are you asking someone to play someone they're not, but to also get them to wrap their mind around a political conversation that is just so beyond them. They had this story in the can for 2 years so they could have released it in a Biden presidency and they chose not to.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, God, I fucking love it, dude. Netflix is more than happy to host content that tells authentic LGBTQ stories, Ligatech says of the streamer that won the animation feature, blah, 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 blah. That's really how it's going to move forward. Is they're like, oh, because Netflix is going to kill Disney now. They also put up the Chappelle Show thing that just annihilated you guys. So seems like they're actually just neutral. They've got something for everybody. Anyway, that's what we got, you guys.
Wild times.
Love you guys.
See you next time.
Bye.